Hi, Jefferson Elementary families. We are so excited that you are joining us for our Family Reading Night educational video. Your child reading by grade 3 with fun, fluency, and excitement is of the utmost importance to us. We have created 4 fun reading comprehension activities for your child to participate in, and you have the opportunity to engage with your students and have fun with them. These 4 activities include comprehension cubes. Our teachers are going to show you how to use these wonderful comprehension cubes to engage your students in learning. We also have activities called the story sack. We have a fly swatter activity. We have a nice activity using Scrabble tiles. And we're going to have a student demonstrate reading with fluency by reading the story Mother Bruce by Ryan T. Higgins. We hope you enjoy these activities, and we hope that you will learn with your child as you guys are engaging in these fun activities. See you soon.
Today I want to talk to you about an activity called comprehension cubes. If you're a 2nd or 3rd grader in your magic bag of reading activities, you should have a bag that looks like it contains these 3 cubes. These comprehension cubes are going to be used at home to help you as a reader, if you're a student, and as a parent, help you to guide you in conversations with your student about what they're reading. You'll be doing this before, during, and after they read. Each cube has something a little bit different on them, and they're for different purposes. These red cubes here are to activate your child's prior knowledge and to gain interest and help them be engaged in what they're about to read. So the idea is that you would kind of shake it and roll the dice, and whatever comes up, you kind of look at the title at the top of the cube, and like this one said, identify any unfamiliar words in the title. So as your kiddo is reading that, if they know all the words in the title of the book, go ahead and roll it again. And here's another that says, what do the pictures on the cover tell you about the story? That's a pretty easy way to engage your child in thinking about what they're about to read. And there's many more options as well. During the reading, you'll be using the blue cube, so stop frequently, 1 or 2 pages. After reading 1 or 2 pages, roll that dice one more time, and the question, the flat part that comes up on the top, might be the one that you should discuss. What questions do you still have about the story? There's other ones, like predict how the story will end, choose a problem in the story, and how could this problem have been avoided. So there's many different ways that you can use these cubes to help engage your student in conversation and discussion about what they're reading, which is the ultimate form of understanding comprehension, and that's the big goal as a reader. The green cube then, of course, would be the after reading. You do the same thing, you roll it, and whatever comes up on top, it's an idea, an activity to retell or talk about things that you understood from what you just read. If you are not a 2nd and 3rd grader, in your magic bag of tricks, you may perhaps have gotten a cube that looks like this. Now, this cube is not put together yet, so you have some work to do in order to make it look more like one of these. Cut around the outside edges, around all of those outside edges, and where you see a flap like this, after it's all cut out, you're simply going to fold those flaps back. And then fold it up, and on those flaps you can put tape, or a glue stick would be perfect. And you can kind of see as it comes together here, and you put that top one together there. After it's all put together there, that would be a cube. And again, those cubes that you could then put together for our kindergartners and 1st grade learners to help them in their understanding about what they read as well. And of course, those would be much simpler because they're a younger reader. Questions like who, that would be the characters, what's happening, part of that plot. Your setting, the where and the when would be the setting, the where and the when, and then the why is it happening, and the how is it happening, and what is happening are all those elements of plot. But ultimately, we want you to engage in conversation between parent and student to help with understanding.
So today I'm going to give you a story sack, and I'm going to have you take out the things that are inside and take a look at them and think about it, and then think about a way that you can use them to tell a story. It can be anything you want. There's no right answer. There's no wrong answer. It's whatever you want. Okay. So here's your story sack. And as you take them out, tell us what you got.
A wizard.
Okay.
This might be stone, actually. A lizard. Wizard, lizard, those rhymes. A horse.
Yeah.
A tree. A cow. Over. A car.
And car. All right. What you got here?
Cake.
A cake. All right, so take a look at your things. You don't have to use them all, but think about what story could you tell using those objects? What ones would you like to use, do you think? Okay, tell me whenever you're ready.
It's gonna be pretty.
Oh, good. I like
A
when
wizard magicked a car into a forest.
Oh my goodness. And he turned it into a forest?
He turned the house into a forest.
Okay, tell me more.
And the car zoomed around, hitting all the trees down in circles because it was the fastest.
Because it was the fastest. Did the wizard make it the fastest?
No, it was already the fastest.
Already was the fastest. And then what? And then what happened?
And it jumped the tree.
Okay.
And it went over 100 times. And it went over here.
Okay. And then what?
It found a ramp.
Okay.
Then it took off the space because it had fire coming out of the back.
Okay, sounds good. What happened to the cow and the horse and the lizard?
Those aren't in the story.
They aren't even in the story. All right.
Then it went through a portal. It was
And
gone. Back home. It went into a garage. And it ate birthday cake.
it ate birthday cake. And is that the end? That's the end. That sounds like a super fun story. What would you like to be if you were in this story? What would you do?
The driver of the car.
The driver of the car. I
'Cause
kind of
that's
thought that.
Pretty much. I love Hot Wheels.
Okay.
Yep, it's an official Hot Wheels car.
Sounds good. Very good story. I enjoyed that.
We're gonna play SWAT a sight word. So first, you're going to set up the game by placing 5 to 10 fly cards out on a table, well spaced out and words side up. I am gonna call a sight word out for Riley and we're gonna see if he can find it. Riley, I want you to find the sight word 3. There it is. What's the word?
3.
Awesome. Okay, Riley. We're gonna find another sight word. I want you to find the sight word all. Oh, that's okay, Riley. This word is all. Point to it.
Oh.
All. There we go. So if a student gets the word wrong, you're going to point to it together and say it together. Riley, let's do one more.
Okay.
Find the sight word 2. Good job. Awesome. 2.
I think I hit the wrong one.
Say bye, everybody.
Bye, everyone.
Okay, Ava, are you ready for our next activity?
Yep.
So now we're going to do a word building activity. So the first thing we had to do was get out the letters that we needed to build the words, and there they are. Now, before we start building, we want to make sure that Ava knows all the sounds. So Ava, will you touch the letters and say the sounds with me?
A, P, T, B, I, E, A.
Very good. So now we're gonna build the words. Are you ready? The first word is mat. Can you build the word mat? Nice job. Okay, so now we're gonna take one sound and change it. Can you make mat say bat?
This is gonna be easy. I think I did it right.
Oh, when I look at that, that says rat. I think that we need to stretch out those sounds. Okay, can you get your hand ready? First, what's the word? Bat. What is it?
Bat.
Okay, let's turtle talk bat. Ready? Bat. Good. Now we're going to punch out the sounds in bat. B. Good job. Now we're going to finger stretch. Are you ready? B. What was that first sound you heard?
B.
But I see what the
It's a B.
It is. Where's the B? Good job. Now let's check our other sounds. B. What was the next sound? And then what was the last sound?
T.
You did it. Can you make bat say pat?
Let's see. Maybe I put that. Pat.
Good job. Okay, I want you to really listen because now we're going to change a different letter. We're not going to change the beginning sound. Can you make pat say pot? Do you think that we need to stretch it out again? Pot. Okay, now punch it. P, a, t. Now finger stretch it. P. Okay, what's your first sound? P.
P.
What's your middle sound? Good job. Did you find it?
Yep.
Okay. Nice job. Let's make one more. Put pot back. We're going to show the families how we could change an ending sound to make a new word. But wait, first I think we need to make pot say pet. Pet. Ooh. Are you going to stretch it or do you know this one?
Pet. That sounds like an E.
An good job. So adults, this is a great way to help your child figure out the beginning, the middle, the end sound. And it's a great way to get their minds working on building words and reading words.
Mother Bruce by Ryan T. Higgins. Bruce was a bear who lived all by himself. He was a grump. He did not like rain. He did not like sunny days. He did not like cute little animals. Bruce liked one thing: eggs. He collected them from all over the forest. Good morning, Mrs. Sparrow. But Bruce didn't eat eggs raw like other bears. Instead, he cooked them into fancy recipes he found on the internet. One day, Bruce came across a recipe for hard-boiled goose eggs drizzled with honey salmon sauce. So he went out to get the ingredients. First, he caught a few salmon. Then he collected honey from a local beehive. He liked to support local businesses, you see. Last, he went to Mrs. Goose's nest to pay her a visit. Are these eggs free-range organic? At home, Bruce prepared the eggs for hard boiling. But the fire in his stove frizzled, so he went out to get more wood. When Bruce came back, he was met with an unwelcome surprise. Mama! Bruce became the victim of mistaken identity. Bruce wanted hard-boiled eggs, not goslings. He supposed he could settle for buttered goslings on toast, but for some reason he had lost his appetite. Bruce scooped up the little geese and stomped back to their nest. Oh, we'll have to ask Mrs. Goose about her return policy. Only to find Mrs. Goose had flown south early. Be back in April, Mother Goose. Bruce left the goslings there anyway and went back home. But he was followed. Mama? Mama? Bruce was very stern and said things like, Go away, Aunt. I'm not your mother, Aunt. I liked you better when you were eggs. Bruce could take it no longer and became extra grumpy with them. Roar! It didn't work. Goslings always father their mother, even if she is a he, and he is a bear. Mama? Bruce was stuck with them. He tried to make the best of it. It was hard work. Blech. Ew. Yuck. As the seasons passed, Bruce watched the pesky goslings grow older. Annoying baby geese to stubborn teenage geese, and boring adult geese. Then one fall afternoon, he saw other goose families flying south. Finally, he'd been rid of the geese, and he could take a long winter's nap. Bruce needed the geese to leave, so he got creative. Nothing worked. The goose would not leave Bruce. So Bruce decided to pack some bags and take his geese into town. They boarded a bus and migrated to Miami. Now every winter, Bruce and his geese head south together. They laze about the beach in tacky shirts, sipping ice-cold lemonade, while Bruce dreams of new recipes. Recipes that don't hatch. Mama? Thank you for watching. I'm Taylor Ferguson. Bye.
Wow, those were some awesome activities that your students can engage in with you and have lots of fun, and they can be empowered to have the fun, excitement, and fluency of reading by grade 3. We hope you enjoyed those informational videos. So students, take a look in your bag of activities, and on a ticket, a small ticket, we'll have the word read. So if you have your ticket and you write this word read on your ticket and turn it into your teacher, you will then also receive another exciting activity. So students, remember, take the ticket out of your bag and write read on it, turn it into your teacher, and you can get some more exciting activities that you can engage in with your parents. We hope you had so much fun engaging in our activities, and we hope that you have a great day.